You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Sports. Well, when it comes to social justice or trying to bend the knee, this just proves that it's never quite enough. If you give them an inch, the SOBs will take a mile. Now, we know there is a very, very small segment of Native Americans out there, woke ones, leftist ones, progressive radicals, that want these brand names in the NFL, MLB, NHL. They want them to bend the knee and change the names of their clubs, whether it's the Braves, the Chiefs, the Blackhawks. They're under attack. And in this case, we're talking about the Chiefs, because the Chiefs jumped out there and decided they would release this nice little woke statement, this nice little virtue signal. And what happened? They came under attack by a woke organization for plain and simple not being woke enough. Essentially, you're still the Chiefs. And now they've actually been labeled racist. I don't get this. I don't understand it. I've said before, we got a substantial Native American subscriber base. My significant other, large part Native American. She doesn't understand where these Native Americans are coming from and where they're at, that they are so offended by everything. I've said that. I've had them leave comments in the comments section going, I don't get this. I cherish every Native American related sports name that we've had. And of course, we felt terrible for Cleveland Indians and Washington Redskins fans. My best friend is a Redskins fan. He hasn't watched them since they made the switch. He just refuses to. I don't blame him. I mean, good for him. Let's take a look at this, because they are under fire. This is Outkick. Native American group blasts the Chiefs for, quote, mocking our culture. Calls teams end racism message, quote, ironic. It's unbelievable. A Native American group, the, quote, Not in Our Honor Coalition. Okay. Anytime you hear a coalition, just shoot up the deuce and walk out. Protested the Kansas City Chiefs namesake before the team's game on Monday because they feel the team is, quote, mocking our culture. Rhonda Lavaldo, founder of the Not in Our Honor, spoke to Fox News Digital, explaining why the group needed to be present at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium before the contest against the Raiders. Damn, there's been a lot of fallout around this Raiders-Chiefs game from yesterday, especially on Indigenous Peoples Day. You mean Columbus Day? Was yesterday Columbus Day? I didn't even realize that. I apologize. Quote, here's their statement. It's sad that even though we have won a victory with the renaming of Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day to recognize the true history of this country, we celebrate that, but we also have to deal with the KC football team perpetuating a racist stereotype all around the world and mocking our culture. You can't look at it as celebrating your culture, possibly? Or we just got to be triggered for the hell of it? Is that where we're going? Those outside our country think we like it and we approve, and we wanted to be there tonight to show the team and the fans we don't approve of this, and they need to stop using our culture. The statement they, KC, put out is very hollow because they have never engaged with us or the KC Indian Center, only with their own group who agrees with them. I would like to know who this national organization they are working with is, because the National Congress of American Indians put out a resolution specifically calling them out. KC knows what they are doing is wrong. They banned the headdresses, BS, face paint, but this is still racist. The whole message on the helmet is ironic with stop hate and end racism. Do they not realize they are being racist against one specific race by doing the chop? Isn't that like 100,000 damn people doing that chop? I mean, seriously? We needed to be there to take a stand for all our indigenous people. Quit speaking for all of them, why don't you? Indigenous family that objects to the cultural appropriation, and we are always glad to represent our people. Wow. Man, there was a lot of bullshit social justice in that statement, was there not? The Chiefs statement Lavaldo is referring to from the organization's acknowledgement earlier Monday regarding Indigenous Peoples Day, quote, today's the Chiefs organization joins people all across the country in recognizing Indigenous Peoples Day, a chance to honor and celebrate American Indian peoples, histories, and cultures, the statement read. We will continue the important dialogue with local and national groups to identify ways to educate ourselves and our fans by raising awareness of American Indian communities and rich traditions. We look forward to celebrating American Indian Heritage Month of GAHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday, November 27th, when we take on the Rams. So let me get this straight. You've got an actual full day dedicated to American Indians, and that's not going to be enough for this group, I guess, okay? It's not going to be enough until the Chiefs' name is gone. Chiefs fans, they are after your name right now. The Chiefs did ban headdresses, costumes, and face painting that resembles Native American cultures seasons ago, as Lavaldo alluded to. The National Congress of American Indians issued a statement in 2020 after the Chiefs made that announcement, saying they hope the team uses it as a first step to more changes. Absolutely nuts. NCAI views the Chiefs' announcement modifications as positive yet modest steps in a long and ongoing educational process that ultimately will lead to comprehensive change that respects the humanity, diversity, resiliency, and vibrancy of tribal nations, cultures, and peoples. We remain committed to the process as long as the team and the NFL is committed to genuinely listening and learning. Their website stated on September 10th, 2020, quote, not in our honor is a Native American group of students from some liberal-ass university. Gotcha. From Haskell University and the University of Kansas, who has been protesting the namesake of the Chiefs for quite some time. Wow. Wow. Like the Atlanta Braves and the Blackhawks, the Chiefs are one of the remaining teams that still have Native American ties. Teams like the Washington Commanders and Cleveland Guardians have since changed their names. Due to pushback, it should be noted, the fans in Cleveland, even though they won this year, decided not to show up to baseball games. Just thought I'd point that out. And, of course, the Commanders, Redskins, their football team, their ownership, Dan Snyder's a dumpster fire rolling downhill on a tire fire. But that's neither here nor there. It's never enough. It's never enough. Kansas City Chiefs, you did all these things. You banned the face paint. You banned the headdresses. You came out with your nice little woke statement out there, virtue signaling. And hell, I didn't even realize yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day. Okay. Columbus Day, you mean? Is that the day we're talking about? Was yesterday Columbus Day? I didn't know. I can't keep up. I mean, there's so many of these a-holes that are making changes all over the place. I mean, who can keep up now? Wow. Kansas City Chief fans, your team is on the list. They are coming. You've got a great quarterback. You've got a really good team. You're competitive. You recently won a Super Bowl. It's not going to matter. These wokes are coming for your team name. We're going to see how long Kansas City, the Chiefs, hold out. The Atlanta Braves have come out and made a stance that they are not changing the name. At some point, ownership in KC needs to come out and say, look, the name is never changing. Give up. But this shows a bunch of fear. You've bent the knee so many times. You've given them an inch. They're going to want you to take. They're going to want the mile. They're going to want the mile. The finish line for them is the abolishing of the Kansas City Chiefs' historically great name. That's great. You want to talk about a great group of fans up there. Awesome group of fans. Fantastic. Take 9. He's out of Kansas City. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time, Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First, 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.